are you guys doing? Man, oh man, oh man. What? So, as you can see by the thumbnail as you come in the building, and you probably have already heard, but I just have to talk about it because that was my era, part of my era. 70s, 80s, 90s, baby. Growing up, okay? 70s, 80s, okay. 70s, 80s, and 90s growing up. That's my era. 2000 grown, doing me. But the 80s, Malcolm-Jamal Warner ruled the 80s as on the Huxtables, y'all. I'm shook. Malcolm is gone. They are out here. Let me get to the house. I don't know why these popos is out on the road today. But let me get. I can see you. Thank you. Thank you. The popos is out around here. Look here. Malcolm-Jamal Warner has passed away at 54 years of age. My goodness. I am just so shocked because that was my time, man. The Cosby Show was the lick. Everybody watched the Cosby Show. Everybody watched the Cosby Show, okay? Oh my gosh. So I'm hearing that he was in Costa Rica and he got swept away by a current. And I want to talk to you all because I mentioned about what's going on in the oceans. Right now, guys, this is my opinion. I just don't think it is wise to go into the oceans right now on vacation. If you're on vacation, you might want to just sit on the beach and look, y'all. Because the ocean, I told you the oceans, the currents have reversed. A lot of people do not know about this situation because it's not, the news is not telling y'all about how the ocean's currents have reversed, okay? And so what we're hearing is that Malcolm was in Costa Rica on a vacation and swimming and was swept away by a current. A current took him out, nothing else. And good gracious, if anybody in the industry you could say was a good guy, you could say Malcolm was a good guy, okay? Hello, welcome in. You could say Malcolm was a good guy in the industry because it's not a lot. It's not a lot of folks, and it is so crazy that he is gone at 54. But y'all know, have y'all ever heard of Celestial? If you haven't, I'm gonna just tell you who she is really quick. Celestial is a black woman that she's on YouTube, TikTok. She's on basically all social media platforms. But a while back, Celestial had predicted that Malcolm-Jamal Warner would be passing away. She also said Bill Cosby would be passing away. She even mentioned, y'all, I hope this doesn't get too hot. Let me see, because it is in the sun. She also mentioned that, who else? I said Beyonce, right? She said Beyonce was going to pass away. Who else? It was somebody else. Damon Dash. She said Damon Dash was going to pass away too. Now, it's yet to be proven that these other folks that I just mentioned are going to be passed away. But I thought that was ironic that she called his name out. Not today. Months and months, probably even a year ago or so, that she had prophesied that he was going to be passing away and he was going to be leaving us. And she was even shocked when she got the prophecy, right? Because she was saying that she was asking, why Malcolm? Malcolm, he done produced sitcoms. He's, goodness, when I first saw Malcolm as an adult, because I didn't, honey, I ain't had no crush on Malcolm when he was on the Cosby Show. I just thought he was funny, right? But when he became an adult and I saw Malcolm-Jamal Warner again, I was like, well, hello. Okay, Malcolm turned out to be quite handsome. Yes, he did. But he wasn't just a one-hit wonder. You know what I'm saying? He expanded his talent into writing and producing and things of that nature. So if you didn't see him on the screen, you most definitely probably now you know. If you don't know, he was behind the scenes writing on sitcoms as well. And y'all know that famous doggone scene when he was on the Cosby Show, and he was like, he wanted his sister Lisa to design him a Gordon Gartrell shirt. Is this not a Gordon Gartrell shirt? Yeah, I remember that one. That was probably the most popular Cosby episode. Let me see. Probably that one and the one with Rudy when she was saying, baby, baby. She was singing Ray Charles song. That was, I think those were probably the two most popular show episodes out of the Cosby Show. But I am so shocked that he passed away. And people would, that Gordon Gartrell, it was an actor not too long ago, had a shirt made like Gordon Gartrell, the Cosby Show Gordon Gartrell, and he actually wore it on the red carpet. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. Oh, goodness. Good evening, lady. How are you? How is your day? Oh, it's going good. And cornbread, aka cornbread. Oh, you love cornbread? Oh my goodness. How are you guys doing? Welcome in, new folks, welcome in. So yeah, that was just real doggone funny. Okay. Gosh, that is sad that he and those currents are no joke. But I wanted to say something about Gordon Gartrell, because nobody ever knew who Gordon Gartrell was, right? And when he said that it was a staff member, that name Gordon Gartrell, when he wanted to design a Gordon Gartrell, he was actually a staff member on the show, just an ordinary staff member who became a writer and producer on the Cosby Show later. Okay. So, oh my goodness. Gosh, I can't. That's so young. Let me say this. Boy, folks, if you have been watching my channel recently, y'all have seen a couple of episodes, and I had to, tell folks how it is, because they don't understand your life here is just like just a blink, a twinkle. It's here and it's gone. Okay, and for 54, for him to be swept away by a current, that is still so very young. He has still so much life to live. And I understand that folks, young people, don't understand how young 54 still is. You're not, the only thing that's old is your body. Your spirit is not old. So having that much life to still live, good gracious, and be taken away. You never know when your time is, and y'all be out here being evil. Y'all get it together. Y'all better get it together. Playing around with people's lives and stuff, gang stalking folks, doing your dirt. You better get it together, because you never know when the clock ticks and your time is up. Okay, your time is up. You never know. You could be just like him, on the beach chilling, on a vacation, Costa Rica, just beautiful. I bet it was just beautiful there. But I'm telling y'all, I would not get out in doggone ocean water right now. I don't think I'd ever get back in. I only been in the ocean one time. When we went to California, my dad was from California, so we went all over California. But we went to San Francisco, and it was my brother and myself, and my dad had took us to the beach, to the ocean. I know damn lake. We went to the ocean. What ocean is that? California? Is that the Pacific? That's the Pacific. I think California touches the Pacific Ocean. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Y'all, when I was little, I was a buck 05. Okay, I was a string bean. Okay, We went out. We never knew nothing about the ocean or anything like that, and how strong the ocean is, right? And let me park real quick. And so we were excited to go to the ocean. And when we went, we didn't know about the tide coming in and going out, going in and coming out. And so we were walking, while the tide was receding. And the tide was just going out, 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 out. And so my brother, and then we never ran on sand before, and then wet sand at that. It's a whole different experience. So my brother and I, we're walking, watching the water just recede, and we're kind of walking with the water as it's going back. And then my brother says, "Run!" And because the water was coming back in, right? And when that water came in, we couldn't run that fast because we weren't used to running on wet sand and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, all I knew is that water went over our heads and pulled us. Baby, it's no fighting that. It's no fighting that. That water came in, over, and pulled us back out into the ocean, deeper into the ocean that we actually walked out to. But luckily, we knew how to swim. Like when the ocean, when it pulls out, it kind of calms down, and we were able to tumble back to shore. With sand in every crevice you can imagine. But after that experience, I was like, oh, no. I don't play with the ocean. I do not play with the ocean. And I would not, if I was you all, I would not be going out into the ocean around, especially in the times that we are in. And y'all probably won't believe nothing I say, but when I tell you the currents have changed, so the ocean water is not predictable right now. Okay, the ocean is not predictable right now. And I'm sure had he known that, he probably wouldn't have ventured out into the water. Because he was very intellectual. I don't think Malcolm or anyone, if they know that the ocean and the current in the ocean is changing, it has changed its course. I don't think anybody would go in the ocean. But they're not telling people that. Hello. They're not telling people, the general public that. And it's sad. So I just wanted to get on here really quick. I'm not going to stay on here real long. I was just shocked that Malcolm is gone. Yeah, my goodness. The 80s, he ruled the 80s, y'all. He ruled the 80s, with that. Him on the Cosby Show, and then he did some other shows that I did watch that he was on when he was an adult. I cannot remember the names of those shows, but that's when I first seen how nice looking he turned out, because Malcolm, when he was young, he was slim. A lot of us when we're young, we be string beans or just straight up and down. And but when he got older, he filled out and everything, and he looked just handsome. He was a handsome man, and it's sad for his family, to have lost their father, her husband, and just seemed like just a well-rounded individual. I mean, I'm not going to say that he was perfect, because people just not like you just because, or because you're doing what you on your purpose, right? So I'm sure he has some people, detractors, that probably would have something to say negative. But as far as I'm concerned, I had never heard anything negative about him per se. So yeah, man, that's wow. Y'all be careful out there in the oceans. If you venture out there, that's on you. Especially if you tapped in, you heard it here. The ocean is acting wacky. Why y'all think these waters just flooding in, just crazy hot, just out of nowhere? The waters are not predictable right about now. The show when he got the piercing in his ear. Oh yeah, the piercing in his ear too. That was funny too. He got that earring on the Cosby Show. That was funny. Oh gosh, but yeah, man, it's just so crazy that that was a freak accident. That was a very freak accident, because a lot of people think that they are strong enough. Even if he could swim, Sometimes, honey, most of the time, not sometimes, most of the time, if you get in a strong current, you're not coming up out of that, okay? If you get in they call it an undertow in the ocean. That's what I used to be afraid of too. They say, like, if you go in the ocean, you can get an undertow, and the undertow can carry you out to the depths deeper than, you intended. And some people don't come back when they get taken out by the undertow. So, yeah. Man, I just want to say rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Man, you're gone too soon. Too soon, okay? All right, guys, I'm out, and much love.